On today's video, we'll be talking about how ridiculous it is to expect nature to have the same limitations as we do. Nature does not need a concentration of chemicals or chemicals collected in a flask and other chemicals in a beaker in order to mix them and have a chemical reaction occur. Hi, my name is Eduardo Hernandez. I'm the inventor, discoverer of emergent chemical evolution, which I wrote about in my book. I believe I have solved the origin of life. It occurred at the molecular level, and that's why I feel that researchers are completely wrong. They're putting our limitations on nature. Nature works at the molecular level. Scratch that. At the quantum level, because it's quantum interactions that cause bonds. So nature doesn't need a concentration of all these chemicals to mix with a combination and concentration of other chemicals in order for reactions to occur. That's for our benefit, for us to see something happening in a chemistry lab. But whenever you see chemicals reacting in nature, I don't see any flask, I don't see any beakers, I don't see any Bunsen burners. These things occur at the molecular level, and when enough of them occur is when we're able to see something happening, as in the rusting of iron. That occurs at the molecular level, and we only know it's occurring when we see the color change on iron, when enough iron molecules have become oxidized for us to be able to see it with our own eyes. But that occurs molecule by molecule. Nature does these things at the molecular level. All interactions in all the universe start out at the quantum level, molecular level, and then at the macro level. But nature isn't hindered by concentration. So if you look at the origin of life and you try to find things that will be in sufficient concentration for something to occur, you're already on the wrong road. Nature doesn't need a large concentration of something in order for something to react with something else. So when I started this journey back in 2004, I as well was derailed by previous assumptions from other researchers, such as, organic molecules having to react with other organic molecules. I have hence left that idea behind, because raining down from space during the heavy bombardment was all the material you needed to start life. Amino acids, 500 different types of amino acids have been identified since 1970 in meteorites striking the Earth. And during the heavy bombardment, I can guarantee you all those amino acids would have been present in the prebiotic oceans and been able to interact at the molecular level to initiate life. And that's what my book's about. That's what this channel's about. That's what my theory is about. How the conditions back then lent themselves to start life at the molecular level. All right, my people, that's all I wanted to say. How researchers are putting their limitations as human beings and putting that on nature. Nature does not have those limitations. The origin of life started at the molecular level, molecule by molecule. It did not need any concentration of any organic material or any exotic chemicals. Amino acids, which are the workhorse of life today, was raining down on the earth back then. And how they organized And initiated life is what my theory is about, and what my book's about, and what this channel's about. So until the next video.